Welcome back to the Computer Programming University. I've just been blown away by the tremendous feedback from my initial SQL video, which has gone over 100,000 views. Just tremendous feedback. People saying how easy I made it and how fun it was to learn. And just really flattered by the compliments. And I really wanted to continue the series, but it's still a very small channel, and it's really difficult for me to spend the kind of time required to do these videos. It's not a full-time thing for me, so gotta bear that in mind. And please be patient. I'm looking for sponsors. Once I find a sponsor, then I'll be able to crank out some more videos. But today we're talking about joins. I know this looks like obscene, like cartoon eyeballs or something obscene, but it's not. These are representing two different data sets. You have table A, table B, and we're gonna join them together. A join is where you're combining data from two different tables. I got table A and table B, and I'm gonna join them together almost as if they are one table instead of two. Now, these are different ways of doing that. So you have an inner join, you have a left join, a right join, and a full outer join. That's what this represents. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first one. I'm going to do another video in the future, so definitely subscribe to go into much more details about this. I know it can be a little bit confusing for some people. So this video is just kind of a primer for joins for you. All right, so the first join is an inner join. So an inner join, you notice you only have green in the middle. That's the data that you're getting back. So an inner join is going to produce a set of records that match in both table A and table B. So only where there's a match in table A and table B do I get a return. So if I have something on table A but nothing on table B, I don't see that. I only see when there's a match on both sides. That's your inner join. Then you have a left outer join. Excuse my writing there. So left outer join is going to produce a complete set of records from table A with matching records where it's available in table B. If there's no match, then you're going to see a null on the other side. So basically, I want to see everything on table A. Give me every single row on table A and only give me on table B where there's a match. So I have it on table A and table B where there's a match. That's what I'm going to see, right? If there's not a match on both sides, then I'm not going to see on the B side. I will see again everything on table A, but only on table B where there's a match. And then a right outer join is the opposite of that. So I want to see every single row of table B and show me table A only when there's a match, when there's a corresponding record. Now, to understand what we mean by a match and the details of this, you're going to have to look at my future videos, so subscribe for that, because you're going to have to understand how do you have a match? What does it mean to have a match between table A and table B? That's a critical detail that we're not covering in this initial primer. I just wanted to get you guys the basics of joins, the different types of joins, and what they mean fundamentally. But to fully understand, you're going to have to look for my future video where I'm going to go into detail about these different types of joins. We'll look at an actual table, run some actual queries, and see what the results are and things like that. This is just a primer. So this is a full outer join. So you have a full outer join. So what we're doing, essentially, the way to look at this is we are combining these two. We're combining these two, and the result is a full outer join. So over here we see every single row from table A, but only B where it matches, right? And then we have the opposite here. But if we take these two and we combine them together, then we're going to get this, where we're going to see every single row on A, every single row on B, and then we're going to see where there isn't a match, we're going to see a null on one side. So for example, let's say there is something in table A that does not exist in table B. Because this is a full outer, we are going to see that. But we're going to see null on the B side, and then whatever data we have for A, we're going to see that data. And then the opposite. Let's say we have something where we have data on the B side, but there isn't a matching record on the A side. We're going to see that data from the B side, and then we're going to see null for the A side. But bottom line is every single row from table A and every single row from table B, we will see in this full outer join. So again, to review, you have these 4 basic types of joins. Not saying these are all the joins. These are just the joins that I'm covering in this video. And I think if you only know these types, you can go very far. So this is a very, very strong base to start with. So again, you have an inner join. Inner join is only matching with A and B. So I have something that is matching on A and B. I can cross-reference those 2 rows and match them together, but only when there's a match on both sides. Left outer, show me every single row on table A and only show me on table B where there's a match. Right outer join, the opposite. Show me every single thing from table B and then show me A only where there's a match. And then you have the final one, full outer join. Show me every single row from table A, every single row from table B, and wherever you have something where it's only, there isn't a match on the other side, show me what you do have, and the other side just show a null. There's no corresponding data on the other table, fine. Show me null for that side. And that's basically it. So these are the 4 SQL joins. Again, there are other joins, Cartesian join and cross join and stuff like that. But in this particular video, this is all we're covering. And again, to fully understand this, you're gonna have to subscribe because I'm gonna do another video that's gonna go into much more detail about the joins. Like, what does it mean? How do you match? What does that mean to actually have a match? Let's look at some actual data. Let's run some queries, and we're going to do that all right here on the Computer Programming University. So hopefully this helps to explain to you guys the different types of joins. And the thing about it is, this channel should be a companion for you. It's your fun, informative source to get great information like this and kind of open the door for you. You want to know about SQL and what you should know, what you shouldn't know, and all that kind of stuff. Well, I've told you, these are the joins that you need to know about. So you can go ahead and do your own research and look up inner join, left outer, and learn some more about them. And then in the future, I'm going to have another video because maybe you go and you look out there and it's still confusing to you. And you can come back to Computer Programming University for an in-depth explanation that's going to simplify it so it'll make sense to you right here on CPU. So thank you for watching, and definitely thumbs up, comment below, and share the video. If you're working for a company that has some kind of related product with its software, computers, anything that is anyway related or financial, then definitely let me know. I'm definitely looking for sponsors here for this channel. If I can get to sponsorship, or maybe I'll do a Patreon or something like that. If I can actually get some kind of sponsorship, then I'll be able to, instead of just doing this, whenever I have time, which takes forever because I'm very, very busy, if I'm actually making money from these videos, then I'll actually be able to do more videos and, complete a series very rapidly rather than do great videos, get all this great feedback, and then have you guys kind of waiting a long time. I hate to do that, but again, priorities, right? I have a responsibility. So, if I'm doing this on the side, I have to limit time, I have to limit myself in terms of how much I can do. But if I have a sponsorship, then that kind of changes things. The idea of me, say, spending a weekend working on these videos is not so problematic, if I'm actually, actually being sponsored to do the videos, because then it makes more sense. But if I'm going to take up my free time, I'm very, very busy as it is, and I'm going to take up my free time doing videos like this, it would be nice if I'm at least making some money. That would definitely make it much easier. So, if you were working for a company that might want to sponsor this channel, definitely let me know. Or if you know about a company, definitely let me know. And again, thanks for watching.